Hello, Internet. This is Chris,
And this is Prince Watercress.
and I've got Prince Watercress here today because he's got something he needs to vent about. Let it roll, Watercress.
Dislike trolls on the YouTubes.
What kind of problem you facing with him, buddy?
Well, it's like this. I make Let's Play videos.
Mm-hmm.
Chris knows that. Anybody who's seen stuff on my channel knows this.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually don't have problems with dislike trolls. I usually don't get dislikes, period. Except for maybe the odd one here and there, followed by no feedback. And it's nothing big, really. I mean, I just get probably 2 or 3 likes on each video. Usually get comments on the first video of each Let's Play series,
Mm-hmm.
so nothing too big. But in the last 45 days, I've been attacked by not one but 2 dislike trolls, and they've always used like 4 or 5 accounts to downvote me or
Mm-hmm.
dislike me. I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? What? Why would you even do that? That's like the most immature thing you could possibly do on the YouTubes.
Well, my best theory is, you know how there's these people on Twitter who, they want to share their hatred of things and you'll let them know what you think on it. Considering your Twitter and your YouTube presence are so tied in together, my best theory is it's people who just can't get over stuff, them, you having a disagreement with them, coming in and downvoting because that's all they have time to do in life, I guess.
That was basically very, very true of the first one, and
Yeah. But what's the
it,
case with
it,
the second one?
I'm not even quite sure. I mean, I've checked analytics, and apparently it's not from 2 days ago.
I
So
mean,
it
we're
may have been
trying to
from
figure this
yesterday
out.
and today.
Yeah. Trying to figure this out. I mean, who in the world is it? Why are they, doing this to you? What's the deal? Is it seriously, is someone seriously watching all this content and tossing dislikes because they're that offended by you talking about some old game, or what's the deal?
I'm not really quite sure what the second one is. Maybe I said something to tick somebody off. Who knows? Or
But for
maybe
them
just
to go through that much effort on that many of your videos?
it's always the 6 most recent followed by a bunch of random ones,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 or 3 random ones. Kind of like the first time around.
You think maybe it's the same person?
Not quite sure, but I wouldn't rule it out.
Let's see. My dislikes tend to be pretty non-existent. The occasional dislike on something where I would expect it. Like, for some reason, my Odyssey 2 controller replacement has some dislikes. The Sonic Amiibo unboxing, of course, has dislikes, but what do you expect? My joke video of Tomb Raider floating shotgun has a bunch of dislikes, but that's its own thing.
Hmm.
But overall, I'm mostly clean on dislikes. Even videos where I would expect to have a few of them, like my E3 commentary, I've got nothing. Meanwhile, if I go to Prince Watercress LP and go and look at your channel, let's go to your videos. Well, actually, I forgot. I can't easily see your metrics at all. And I think you said you have them hidden on a lot of videos now. Yeah.
I've
So
started
you have
hiding
your
on a few of them now
Yeah,
because
you
of
have your
that.
thumbs up, thumbs down, but you know what? It still shows those metrics and they still rate. Like if someone tosses a like to a video, it'll still count. And if they toss a dislike to it, it still counts. It just doesn't get displayed.
It just doesn't get displayed,
Yeah. So
and
that at least
the only way I can see it is through Video Manager.
yeah. But still you have to go into Video Manager. So for its effect on you, that's its own thing. It's still going to be there, still something that you can see.
And for some reason, I can always tell when someone does it because I can always go into my channel page and look up the view counts for like my videos.
Yeah.
And I do pay attention to the view counts.
Oh,
And
as do I.
if I see like a small uptick on like a small range of videos, I go straight to Video Manager.
Mhm.
That was the case today.
So you had this warning sign of like, hey, this video is trending higher than it should. What's the deal?
it's got like 4 or 5 more views than usual.
Yeah.
Not this one video, but like this whole set.
Yeah, I'm noticing that too. Like your Carmen Sandiego episode 30 is at 26 views, whereas other ones are like 8, 9, 11 views.
Well,
You
Carmen
know.
Sandiego is a popular game,
Yeah,
but
but I mean comparatively so. Why would episode 30 have, 26 views when episode 27 has 9 or episode 21 also only has 9? It makes you wonder.
it does.
And like Carmen
I've
Sandiego
always
episode
seen
1,
this
mhm,
weird range, this weird thing where like the first and the last usually have the most views.
yeah.
Like on the first it has the most views and it just gradually starts tapering down and then eventually hits like this median value.
Hmm.
You may get like an odd number here and there. And then like pretty much at the final one you have even slightly higher than normal.
Yeah. So in another little bit of info to throw on this, you were messaging me while I was at work today that you had gone to Reddit to try to get their opinion on this. Tell us how that went.
Shit.
Reddit was a mistake then, I take it?
Our Let's Play is one of the worst subreddits I have ever been to now.
Now, let's keep in mind, I avoid Reddit like the plague. Something about that site has never settled well with me. I've never wanted to be a member of it. Probably because a few years ago when I started hearing everyone talk about it, I knew this is going to grow extremely popular. And being extremely popular in and of itself is not a bad thing. The problem is, this results in every other asshole on earth coming
Finding
in
it.
and wanting to share whatever stupid opinion they may or may not have and wanting to treat it like their word is some sort of divine edict from beyond the moon. I'm staring at the actual screen cap you had sent to me where you had apparently inquired about their opinions on this constant downvoting. Now, what was it that you had said to them? Something akin to, I'm clearly getting a troll bot. How do you guys handle this? Or what's the deal?
That was basically what was going on. And
Yeah.
instead of actually giving me advice, they decided to be the most judgmental fucks on the planet.
Yeah, let me read this out. Face LP, what a wonderful name, says, and I'll try to edit it in right here so people can look at the actual screen cap, or maybe it's actual criticism. You responded with, I doubt it considering I got all these at one time. I've had a mass dislike troll last month too. To which Eric Shift _1 responded, why does it bother you so much if it's just a troll? Honestly, if it's taking 3 years to hit 150 subscribers, you may want to consider changing content.
To which I got fucking pissed.
Understandably so. You responded, and people like you are exactly why I'm disabling likes and dislikes. Thanks. And Dayton Does responds, this is evidence of how well you handle actual criticism. Food for thought. Now let me, objectively tear this down. You've already expressed that this is unusual behavior, to which the first person, FaceLP, says, or maybe it's actual criticism. If that was the case, would the person not provide actual commentary saying, I'm sorry dude, your Let's Plays are terrible, or oh god, this sucked, or why are you playing this piece of shit game? Which really, only the first one is a valid sort of criticism if he provided, explanation onto why they're terrible. Otherwise, to say it's a terrible game, whatever. I don't care if you're less playing ET for 2600. If it's still a good analysis of the game and a good playthrough, it could be enjoyed by somebody. But when you're saying you're pretty sure this is trolling because it doesn't match the trends you already have, I've seen your like and dislike ratio. It's exactly as you describe it. You only get the occasional like or dislike. You're not getting 6, 7, or 8 dislikes all in a period of 24 hours. That's not how it works. You're not Nicki Minaj.
Right.
So, I mean, for them to say, or maybe it's actual criticism, is bullshit. Coming from some elitist asshole who, from it looks like here, can't even add a custom URL to his own damn channel, wanting to act like he's some supreme authority on this shit.
What's really
That
funny is that stupid little cunt has the same numbers in terms of subs and views that I do, but only in 1/6 of the time.
which
I
one?
actually checked his channel.
Face LP or Eric Shift One?
Face LP.
Or maybe it's actual criticism guy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, whatever. That's its own thing. We can discuss why people get views and ratings and subs all day long. I've been fighting an uphill battle on getting subscribers all the time, but I'm not about to sell out. But that's not the point. Point here is, the way these people are acting on this whole situation and the situation in and of itself. You hit the second guy, Eric Shift 1, asking, why does it bother you so much if it's just a troll? Because them disliking the video negatively affects you.
It
That's
does.
fucking obvious.
It fucks with
It
fucking search
eliminates
results.
the ability for people to find the video naturally.
Exactly. It screws with the search results.
It makes it unlikely even for people on your own channel when watching videos to see it. It will actually cause them in some instances to, in a series of videos, not see the next part. I've seen that happen with parts of some series I've watched, and it's because the thing has a higher number of dislikes compared to previous parts of this series. It fucks with things majorly. So it has a negative impact. Otherwise, it wouldn't be an issue that matters at all. Obviously, it does. But
all these people in our Let's Play care about are pumping their little crotch sausages to Blue Yetis, freaking capture cards or capture devices.
Oh, no, it's always a capture card with them. It doesn't matter that it's not an actual, PCI-based expansion card. It sure as fuck is a capture card to them.
Yeah, they just want to pump their little crotch sausages to Blue Yeti microphones, capture cards, or anything that's 8th gen or indie.
I need an Elgato card for my PlayStation 4 so I can show you all my smooth moves in Destiny, man. No,
lol, you use a POG, ha.
Guys, seriously, people are working with the equipment they can afford and what they can do. Without going into detail, we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
Heck, one dude told me to build my own rig. One time.
Yeah, if you had the money to do that, you could. And I'm not saying building a computer is super expensive. It isn't by any means. But we're people of the world. We're having to earn our money as best we can with life. So
yeah, I've basically been given advice from that place. Don't buy anything from Walmart. Just build your own rig.
I mean, that's great if you can do that, but yeah.
Not everybody can.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of stuck in a rut, Watercress, and you see what I do. I just don't care to go through the efforts of trying to build my own machine. I know how to, I could, but I don't feel like the investment will be worth it in the end for me. I buy stock machines, shove a good video card in it, and there you go. That's my machine for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've got to make do with what I can get. We're not super rich here. Get over it. But then this guy's sitting there saying, if it's taking you 3 years to hit 150 subscribers, you may want to consider changing content. Bitch, consider changing your fucking pants. What the fuck's up your ass? That has nothing to do with anything. Like, what does that have to do with any aspect of being trolled?
I'm about ready to tell one of the mods in that subreddit to tell them their fucking subreddit fucking sucks.
It really pretty much does, but again, my opinion of Reddit is not that high because of this very problem.
Only place I like is r/squared circle.
And that means nothing to me.
Well, if I do see a wrestling rumor, I can go over there and see if it's true. More than likely somebody's going to have posted about it.
Okay. Still.
They're pretty good on the bullcrap radar over there.
Would you say they have a really good shit radar going on?
Actually, I've had fewer problems over at Squared Circle.
That's good. So their shit radar seems to be high.
I mean, I've had a few odd trolls here and there, but I've now noticed that when subreddits hit like a certain size, it's like they don't even want to moderate anymore. They just tell you to just downvote and move on.
Yeah, which is ridiculous because, I mean...
That's poor moderation right there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a system that's been taken over by a toxic user base cannot be regulated by the user base because it's been dominated by the people who are the problem.
Exactly.
So I mean, don't give us that kind of crap. But this is evidence for how well you handle actual criticism, food for thought. That last little comment. So is that guy trying to say that the other two people are trying to say your Let's Plays suck? Because if that's the case, why don't they just come out and fucking say it? Just
I,
come out and say to, your face or to you online directly, hey, your Let's Plays suck. You can take it.
I'm actually taking that comment as more of a "Durher, our trolling worked." Ha
Yeah.
ha.
Either way you take it, it still is a shit comment. So, I mean,
Not surprisingly, I deleted that thread
yeah,
after 26 minutes.
yeah, I got that feeling. I mean, that's just a load of shit. But then, what'd you say happened following that? That some Twitter bot or something did?
Basically, what happened was I actually took the first comment, or maybe it's actual criticism thing,
Yeah,
took the permalink for that, took the actual link to the comment because you can actually link to individual comments on Reddit,
yeah,
believe it or not, and I posted it on the Reddit Sucks subreddit.
yeah,
Not when I went back to my main page, which basically showing all the stuff that I'd done
yeah,
on my account. I noticed that the deleted r/let's play topic had 10 comments instead of 9. I
yeah.
go in there. Turns out this stupid bot account called Totes Messenger basically made this message saying, "Oh, hey, this was cross-linked on Reddit Sucks."
Beautiful.
I mean, I know some of the bots are actually useful. There are list bots, there are tweet bots that read the tweets in case you can't access Twitter because you're at work or something.
Yeah,
There's one for Reddit for memes on Imgur in case you can't access Imgur at school or work for whatever reason. But yeah, that's some shady BS right there.
really fucking is, man.
They're too far gone.
I just I don't like Reddit. I don't want to deal with Reddit.
I
Granted,
know
I've
I know
never
that it.
just gone on there, but still, oh
I'm
boy.
gonna quote something that Chris has said before. He basically hates Reddit because it's basically the new 4chan to him.
Yeah, I do recall having said that. It's like I said
And to which
earlier.
I reply, "You don't even know."
No, I don't, because I've successfully and very safely avoided it. I don't care what's being talked about. I don't care if Buzz Aldrin wanted to meet his fans on there. I don't care if Shigeru Miyamoto or God, I can't even think of people I like. Hironobu Sakaguchi. I don't care who the hell wants to do an Ask Me Anything or a talk or whatever the fuck you do on Reddit. I don't give a shit. I don't want to be a part of it because
Not even a Buzz Aldrin AMA.
because it's too goddamn bloated. Everyone and their fucking mom knows about it, and clearly it's full of people who don't know how to actually socialize and try to be constructive in life. We're all getting too goddamn old for a bunch of childish bullshit like this.
I mean, it was bad enough last year around the time that I got flooded out of my house when I asked about a copyright claim on 2 of my DuckTales videos, and I got 2 morons who basically want to be jerks about it.
They acted like you didn't comprehend copyright law or something. It's
Pretty
like, what the
much.
fuck? I mean, your discussion, I don't remember the details, but your entire topic was far beyond that. You were basically like, hey, what do you think of this situation? Not, why'd I get copyright claim? I'm good YouTuber, see? No copyright intended in the description, yo. No. No, you understand what was going on. You want to know why the fuck it was happening. It's the same vein as Angry Joe getting pissed because of the big YouTube copyright bot attack of like 2012, 2013 range, or, the Nintendo copyright BS that's been happening to him. He understands it, but it still doesn't make it right. It's like it doesn't make sense from a broader point of view to him.
And then around the time that Slim Kirby did Mega Man 2, 3, and 4, some that like he had the same thing going on where like the videos for those were being claimed. I can't remember by whom, but it was by
Yeah.
somebody, and it was basically the same situation that I had going on with the two DuckTales videos. With the stuff that stuff with having his Mega Man videos being blocked in Germany is just like my
Yeah.
two DuckTales vids, and some guy actually posted in the comments, "Hey, this is how you deal with these claims because Capcom's all right with Let's Plays."
Yeah.
So I got not only one but two idiots from that thread in 2013 who decided to be major idiots and act like I had like no brain matter at all.
Yeah. Let's see. What's funny is, ever since that Avex issue I had way back when,
Uh huh.
I seem to have done pretty good on evading the copyright bots of Doom. For example, in my Anime BluesCon 5 trailer video, where I mentioned that I'll be going to that over the weekend, which was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Of course, it is every year. Um, I actually used the background from the Sailor Moon reboot, or the music from the Sailor Moon reboot, an instrumental version of the song Moon Pride, but I have it at such a low volume and I'm talking over that no system ever detects it. And there's little ways like that to sort of circumvent things. Like you'll notice Review Tech USA, the audio from the games are almost never actually in there. He always just talks directly over it. It's a good way to sort of avoid at least audio copyright detection, but it all depends. You can't be guaranteed, immunity from something. But it's just a funny thought that I'm somehow successfully avoiding this, that, and the other by being very creative in my use of the content.
Right.
And that's kind of what you have to do. But that's just me kind of ranting on about whatever. It's still it's one of those things where you shouldn't have to be doing this to upload the stuff you want to on YouTube. You should be able to do it and fair use be understood within reason, but that doesn't seem to happen.
It's
Conversely,
to quote Review Tech USA, with the DMCA, it's always shoot first, ask questions later.
yeah, it really is. And in some cases, it's, mow down the whole fucking family and then figure out the crime scene after everybody's dead. I mean, what the fuck? But that still, the fucking internet trolls, they're gonna exist. That's human nature.
Assholes are
But
everywhere.
yeah, but the fact that for some reason you're going to attract this group of people that are just gonna be this assholic. What the fuck? I mean, I don't mean to be like one of those standard internet trends of, oh, the haters make me, or mean I'm famous or something, make me popular or whatever. But if you're attracting this kind of all of a sudden hate, maybe, it means you've done something right in one way or another, but it still isn't justification for it,
Even
if that
that's,
makes
I
sense.
mean, that's a mixed bag, but it still doesn't justify going into like videos with like 4 or 5 different accounts and like doing mass dislikes or downvotes or what
Yeah.
have you.
I mean, the most I'll do is if I absolutely think somebody's scum, and you can think of a few people on YouTube who I've done this to, I will go through, and half the time they only have 5 or 6 videos. I'll just load up each one of them and toss it a downvote. And usually it doesn't even have any likes to begin with, so it is what it is. I mean, if I think your content seriously sucks, there you go. But I'm not going out of my way to make 5 or 6 accounts or have people, downstorm somebody's content. That's just ridiculous. There's no point in that. How do I win in the long run? I don't. I
You
just spent
don't.
more of my time wasting it on someone who doesn't matter. So I just,
You
look at
could
your
have spent that
content
time
and,
feeding kids in Africa.
yeah, really. How would someone on YouTube here feed kids in Africa, though? I mean, those likes don't get sent over there. This ain't like Facebook, man. Oh, be glad you left Facebook. It sucks. So hard.
I know.
I'm so tired of dealing with it. Although I
Nothing,
still get like
nothing like
100
getting,
friend
nothing like
requests
to
after
get,
each con. It's crazy.
nothing like unintentionally ticking off real life friends because You hardly use it, and you just post stuff from Twitter and whatnot on Facebook through like other social media sites. I mean, I barely use mine.
Mm. I mean, it's just bloody crazy. That's all there is to it. The internet
Facebook is the
really,
Walmart of
really
anti-social
sucks.
media anyway.
Yeah, that is the best way to describe it all, too. Anti-social media. I don't know, man. I mean, thankfully, I'm not suffering any major bull from all this. I hate that you're having to deal with it. I really do, for obvious reasons. There is no reason for you to have to be dealing with this.
Of course not.
Um, I I still suggest personally just diversifying your video content because, as you know, I don't much care for Let's Plays.
You've
I do,
always mentioned that, but you've never really said why. I mean, you said you like condensed plays and
yeah,
whatnot.
the Let's Plays in and of themselves truly just bore me. I mean, you're just sitting there playing a game. I could,
Oh,
if I wanted to play the game or watch the game be played, I'd just sit there and play it myself. It Unless I'm seriously trying to see a specific spot of a game and thus you've documented all of it, or I'm trying very desperately to figure out how to get through a certain part, that's the only time I've used Let's Plays to demonstrate sections of games to people or to actually get assistance with a game. Otherwise, for what they are themselves, they bore me to death. Let's take, for example, James and Mike play Batman on the NES. That was fun. I enjoyed watching that. Um, and I did watch. I say watch in air quotes. I did watch their raw playthrough footage, but that was mainly just to listen to the music and study little sections of the game just for curiosity's sake. I kind of had it in one window while I was playing Kerbal Space Program in the other, monitor. So I kind of had it going as sort of a background noise because there wasn't anything else to watch at the time. So,
I can understand your explanation, and
yeah,
I'm glad I gave you a forum for which for you to I guess you could say express your mild dislike for Let's
yeah.
Plays.
I mean, it's not like I have anything against anyone who does them. No, no. If you want to make Let's Plays, go for it. Just don't expect me to watch them because I will be bored to fucking tears. It's not you. It doesn't matter who it is. They bore me.
It's just how it's done, really.
Yeah. But I mean, if you did a condensed play of a game and had your best moments in there or something, I might watch that. Or if it was a small sample of a game, I'll do that. Like Jim Sterling, I enjoy
Or an
watching the squirt he
apostrophe.
plays. Apostrophe does an interesting thing where he documents the essence of playing the game. He doesn't really narrate with it, he just records the game being played. Those are great, and like I posed to you before, we might want to do that video series where we critique games based on this gameplay video. It'd be pretty cool to all triple team on it, him providing video that we'd later critique. The game thereof, not critique his video of it. How can we critique his recording of a game being played? It is what it is. What are we going to do? Tell him he sucks? No. He's actually pretty good at a lot of these games he plays on there.
Oh yeah.
Like, ludicrously good. Like, whoa, he's showing how it's done. So, there's no criticism there. But, I don't know, man. It's just like dealing with the internet. I mean, you got people who they just want to make your life their business. And what the hell's up with that? They're trying to tell you what to do in your own life and either project their own life onto it or something. I mean, if you've got the spare time and money to constantly build new state of the art computers, more power to you. Don't go bitching at someone else that they should be doing the same just cuz. I mean, it's a good suggestion, but don't you think if Watercress had the resources available to devote to this project that he would?
He would.
You know, I mean, come on. You act like people are inherently stupid on this stuff. And granted, I'm guilty of that. I'll get into weird conflicts with some people on some YouTube threads. I link you to them all the time, Watercress.
Of course.
But then you also see where once miscommunication goes aside, I'm oftentimes very quickly picking up on, oh, this is what the person meant. Like that time you had that one girl commenting that that's what she meant about something, that not everything is about this or that person, and you thought she was like sort of attacking you in some way.
I wanted to make sure what she was actually saying.
Yeah, and you were getting pretty livid over it, and I was like, ho ho ho, hang on here. I think what she's trying to say is using your commentary as a perfect example for something completely unrelated. And she's like, yes, exactly. And that made me feel good. Because we realized there was no conflict here. You were being like a quote. You were quoted as a perfect example of this, and that's great.
It was.
So in retrospect, those things happen. Cool, but to sit there and wake up and find a bunch of your videos being shit on for no good reason, that sucks. That
It
would bring
really
anybody
does.
down.
I
And
mean,
then,
people need to. Okay, I mean to mention two things.
yeah,
Okay, the first one's going to be short and sweet here. You can't change other people.
oh yeah,
Going back to what you said about people telling you what to do, like you actually have money or something.
yeah. Like
And
either of us
not
have
everybody's going to
excessive,
be in the same
income.
situation as you are.
Yeah. I mean, we have money to spend on our hobbies and things to do. It's not like we're all running, dirt broke, can't feed ourselves. But, I mean, you got to pick your battles. You got to play conservative. And this is a case where we're playing conservative with our finances.
And it's like the people on our Let's Play can't even figure that out for some reason.
Well, I dare say, you run a higher chance in any given online medium of finding someone who's just generally spoiled than you do finding someone who's, they work super hard for their money. I mean, they exist, don't get me wrong.
And the poorer you are, the more likely that is to happen.
Yeah, but the odds are, if you work really hard for your money, you're not going to be the kind of person who sits there and insults others for their lack thereof. It's generally not a trend that happens, but far be it for me to psychoanalyze whole groups of people and to state generalities. I just know what I see as a trend.
And
We'll
I,
put it
and I
that
just
way.
and I just find it sad that not one person in that thread wanted to give advice. I know one person actually watched like one of my videos, and they were like, you just do like more of a walkthrough-ish like commentary," and I couldn't really tell if they were saying it like it was a bad thing. And he was like, no, you do you. I just watch people who have more of a personality and
Yeah.
play a game that I probably would never play, which is kind of strange considering I kind of do that on my channel.
Yeah.
Why do you think I played games like Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School for the Famicom Disk System, or Wolfchild for Super Nintendo, or
Superboy.
or the first 3 Superboard games?
Superboy? We got Superboy now? Sweet.
Superboard.
Superboy. And it turns out it's a game where you actually play as a chicken.
Oh, that false advertising.
Dude. It's like Phalanx.
Now, Phalanx wasn't that bad because it had the old man on the box. I wish they
With
had
a
done that for
banjo.
I wish they had done that. Yeah, with the banjo. I wish they had done that for Game Boy Advance.
Oh, dude. You remember the original Chrono Trigger art was just going to be a picture of Alfred Hitchcock?
Really?
Totally. Totally not making that up.
Was this for the Japanese box?
This was for the Polynesian box. Because, Chrono Trigger was originally released in Malaysia.
Now you're just pulling my leg.
I've been doing it the whole damn time. I'm just adding some comedy to this piece of
Do
shit.
they even have video games in Polynesia?
I barely even tell you what a Polynesia is at this rate. I can't even remember. I know it's a type of sauce. I just forget what region defines Polynesia.
Yeah, same here.
And here I go looking it up.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Oh, it's its own little island. Polynesia, from the Greek poly, many, Greek Nessos island, blah blah blah, is a subregion of Oceania made up of over 1,000 islands scattered over the central and southern Pacific Ocean.
Ah,
So basically, most of the good battles of World War II in the Pacific Theater.
okay.
That's actually, yeah, pretty much it.
Hmm.
It's basically the Pacific campaign in World War II.
Okay.
Beautiful. I mean, we're talking Easter Island all the way up to Hawaii, on down to New Zealand.
Hmm.
Melanesia is like New Guinea, New Caledonia, Fiji, and the like, and Micronesia is like the Mariana Islands, the Caroline Islands, Marshall Islands, and Kiribati, all
Okay.
the way towards the Philippines.
All
And
right.
then, of course, north of the Philippines is Taiwan and Japan.
Right.
Oh, man. Yep. So that's pretty much that. We've gone from YouTube trolls to Polynesia. All right.
Nice. I
Way
think
to
we set a
go,
record.
Internet.
I think we set a record of some sort. I don't know which one.
Yep. It's it's great sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Anyone still listening, give yourself a thumbs up and give this video a thumbs up because we appreciate it.
We really do.
Or
I
you
mean,
could be a
appreciate
troll.
we appreciate likes as well as positive comments that are directly related to the video.
Yeah, we actually really do. That's the thing people don't get is that positivity goes a long way. And I mean, I granted I can be an incredibly negative person. I can be very, very direct and harsh in my statements, but I do try to be positive. I'm usually only that extreme when a situation's far gone, but you've even seen in another example of my online presence where I've shown that essence of humanity where I'm like, I can't do this to this person. Talking with them face to face, just, I can't do this to them. And so I removed the content and we've moved on with our lives.
Right.
So, it, it's like I can be nice to anybody. My YouTube comments will show this where I can actually be very, very nice to somebody, especially when miscommunication is discovered and resolved. I don't understand why others have to make themselves feel better by being so hostile to people they've never met who are doing no harm and are only trying to bring their own particular brand of entertainment to the world. It's like, even with this little audio recording we're making, the whole intent is crack a few jokes, vent about something, and, just tell it like it is from our perspective. And if you don't agree with us, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. I mean, you don't agree. We will disagree on this issue. It's not like it's anything too critical, but, these people who get so butthurt over you asking about, hey, how do you handle this trolling, are the same ones who, the second you tell them you don't like their work, are going to whine and bitch even if you do provide constructive criticism. It seems very unlikely to me that they can handle, a basic, I don't like this because, without throwing a hissy fit. Your thoughts?
It just all just boils back down to a series of wires and boxes, I guess. Once you have that thing between yourself and the monitor, it's like anything stupid can go down.
It's not just a matter of it can, anything stupid will go down eventually. When you've got idiot kids tweeting airlines saying that they're some sort of terrorist and thinking nothing's going to happen, you've got
Oh,
a problem.
dear Lord, I forgot about that.
And I've still got the recording of our Twitter somewhere, I just never did anything with it. But I actually still have the video captures of that crap.
Wow.
The internet's fun. Archive a lot of things.
Oh boy.
But I think we could wrap this up. I think we've pretty much covered what we've had to say in this.
Oh yeah.
If you've made it this far, seriously, let us know what you think down in the comments. I mean, just let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know.
It's like there should usually a follow-up to that, but no, there's not. So that being said, this has been Chris.
And this has been Prince Watercress.
And we'll catch everyone next time. Peace out.
See you guys later.